Adorable, flightless, and with a big appetite for fish, penguins are one of the most interesting creatures on the planet. Let's dive right in and take a look at some of the different species. These are chinstrap penguins, named for their facial markings that resemble helmet chin straps. These flightless, 2-foot-tall birds live around Antarctica, and they nest in crowded communities called colonies. Many chinstrap colonies are home to hundreds of thousands of penguins, and they have a lot in common with our cities. Early November, near the start of summer in Antarctica, chinstrap penguins arrive at their breeding grounds on Antarctica's shores. There, they start to do something we see a lot in our cities: construction work. Pairs of penguins use pebbles to build nests that can be up to 20 inches wide. And like houses in many cities and towns, the nests are arranged side by side. The animals live in close quarters for safety. Next up, it's the emperor penguin, and these are the biggest of all 18 species of penguin found today, and they're also one of the largest of all birds. They're around 120 centimeters tall. This is around the height of a 6-year-old child, and they weigh in at around 40 kilograms. But if you thought that was big, they would be dwarfed by the ancient mega penguins. Fossils recovered from the Antarctic Peninsula show that a giant species of penguin lived about 37 million years ago, and it may have stood over 2 meters tall. Now that's big! Closely related to the chinstrap penguin is the Gentoo penguin, but when compared with other penguin species, Gentoo penguins rank third in body size, only behind the emperor and king penguins in total size. Adults average around 75 centimeters in length, but some individuals have been found at 95 centimeters long. Wow, that's really big! The average adult weighs around 5 kilos, however, some adults have been found to weigh as much as 8.5 kilos just before the beginning of the molting period. Something awesome about Gentoo penguins is that they are the world's fastest underwater birds. When looking for food or running away from predators, they can reach speeds of up to 22 miles an hour. Unlike some species of penguins, Gentoo penguins form sizable colonies, and they prefer flat, ice-free areas like grass or rock near sandy beaches. Next, we're going to look at the second largest penguin in the world, and that is the king penguin. They do look fairly similar to the emperor penguin, just a bit smaller. They're about 3 feet tall on average. King penguins have orange spots near their ears and on their neck. They mainly eat fish and squid and other crustaceans, and can be found on many subantarctic islands. Just like the emperor penguin, the king penguin hatches only one chick at a time. Their chicks have fuzzy brown feathers for up to a year after they're born. Now this next set of adorable penguins are very easy to spot with their distinctive yellow crest feathers and a prominent orange beak. The Macaroni penguin is quite a large species, and it's found in the subantarctic and Antarctic Peninsula. Their name comes from their distinctive yellow crest on their heads that resemble the feathers that featured on hats worn by men in the 18th century. Referred to as macaronis. Macaronis are one of 6 species of crested penguin, and they're very closely related to the royal penguin, who's going to appear a bit later in the video. They can dive anywhere between 15 and 70 meters, and can hold their breath for up to 3 minutes. And just as well as waddling, macaroni penguins can also hop. Most penguins have a distinctive call, and they can recognize each other amongst a whole bunch of noisy penguins. Macaronis are known to be amongst the loudest. Macaronis are classed as vulnerable in the wild. Their numbers are decreasing, This is mainly due to commercial fishing, pollution, as well as predators. A breathing round of macaronis can have anywhere between 100,000 to 3 million macaronis. That's a lot of macaroni penguins. Magellanic penguins live on the coasts of South America. They eat fish and crustaceans as their main form of their diet. These penguins make nests in burrows and even under bushes. And they live in groups that can include as many as 400,000. Wow! Because they live in a slightly different climate to other penguin species, these penguins can shed feathers to cool down if they get too hot. They also have special glands that allow them to push out the salt that they absorb from the ocean water. Incredible! Next up is the Rockhopper penguin. Now you might be wondering, where does it get that name from? Well, you've probably guessed it. They've been observed hopping from rock to rock in their habitat. The northern Rockhopper penguin is a small hardy bird known for its scrappy personality. These penguins will fight each other over the best nesting spots, mates and food. These penguins can also be very vocal, often making loud calls to ward off predators or other unwelcome visitors. These tiny penguins are easily recognisable by their yellow tufts of feathers, which look like big extended eyebrows. Underneath those tufts is a black and yellow feather pattern unique to each penguin. Adult rockhoppers have bright red beaks, but they're born with black beaks, and as they get older, their beaks change colour. These penguins are known for their unique red irises, contrasted by black eyelids and cheeks. They're native to the colder parts of the world, such as New Zealand, Chile, South Georgia, the Falkland Islands, and the Antarctica Islands. They are the most widely distributed penguin species. Staying on the topic of crested penguins is the royal penguin. Yellow, orange and black crests extend behind the eye. Look at that magnificent crest. We can see why they're called royal penguins. I hope you learnt something new today about these magnificent flightless birds. They really do come in all shapes and sizes. If you enjoyed today's video, please do hit that like and subscribe button, as it really helps us to grow our channel and bring you more fun videos just like this one. Take care everybody and stay curious. I'll see you soon.